Do blabbity blue, scoop dee. Oh yeah!
So Lisa, I have an idea what you're thinking. What's going on with this camera setup right now? Why does it look like this?
Oh no.
Well, this isn't how I want it to look, but I'm experimenting with something. I might move some stuff around.
Okay.
So, come on in, if you dare.
What is it? What is it? I'm scared.
What are you scared
I
about?
have to pee first.
Okay.
I nearly locked myself in there.
Hey, you want a coffee, yes?
Yes, please.
Would you like to check out my new podcast fridge?
Fun! Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Isn't it?
Whoa! Did you buy this or did someone give this to you?
They gave it to me. Rocco.
Hi, by the way. Are you okay?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good.
We have two. They both kind of describe you.
Cold?
No. Bold and bright.
Aww. This is so beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you want to get one, go to Rocco.com and use code TYSO to get $100 off.
What?
I don't even have to say it again.
Oh my god, I'm in heaven. Oh my god. Hi, baby. Oh my god, Ricky.
I know. I'm obsessed with him.
He so sweet?
Look at me for 1 sec. Look at the camera.
Oh my god.
It ain't sexy, but it'll do.
Oh my god. Has he ever done a growl?
Yes.
At you?
Oh
my god, his armpits. I have to just say, his armpits are like hairless little jelly beans.
So just jelly beans.
Oh my god. Like, you know a dog's armpits? That's my favorite part of their body. Like the little armpits. Ricky? You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, I do love his little armpits. I've mentioned this on a podcast before, but some people are leaving comments saying that, like,
oh, it's too much.
Yeah, the dog is now taken over and ruined the podcast. Rick used to be, you know, the hottest guy in the world, and now he still is, but the dog is there, and it bothers me a little bit. But then I'm like, you know what? Fuck off. That's my boy.
Wait, what are they actually saying about how you
Rick is obsessed with this dog. It's so fucking annoying. He brings it everywhere. Everyone's always talking about this dog. And it's like, yeah, look at him. He's a hairless jelly bean.
If you guys could get your greedy little fingers on this dog, you'd feel the exact same way.
Yeah, he's perfect.
And he used to be a guy, but he got a spell put on him to become your dog. And it was what it was if you're a bad podcast guest, you'd get turned into a dog.
Oh, so he was originally a bad, like the Sanderson sisters and that cat. What's the cat's name?
Trim the board and make the fat. Have we done this already?
I don't know.
Trim him of his baby fat. Make his fur as black as black. Just like this.
Oh.
And then he turns into...
I don't want him to have been a podcast guest.
No, I know.
He sees me naked too much.
I am in Austin, Texas at the Comedy Frequency Studios recording these commercials. This place is dope. They got brick walls. They got this thing right here. So you know the ads are about to be popping. So you better pop open a bottle of wine because this episode is sponsored by First Leaf. When fall comes around, I'm all about cozy evenings at home. Now, I know you are too, but I don't just like to get cozy. I like to fucking have a little bit of fun while I'm getting good, something like that. And that's why I'm excited to say that this episode is sponsored by First Leaf. So get cozy and pop open that perfect bottle of wine from First Leaf. Go to tryfirstleaf.com/TYSO to sign up, and you'll get your first 6 hand-picked bottles for just $44.95. That's a good deal because these are premium bottles of wine. Trust me, I know. That's tryfirstleaf.com/TYSO. Tryfirstleaf.com/TYSO. Now I'm about to snap to the wide so you can see what the room looks like. And I'm going to tell you about some of my stand-up shows. Wait for it. We're not going to snap. We're going to swipe. Whew. Whoa, that was close. What up? It's your boy Rick Glassman, and I got good news for you. I am on tour next year. And if you want to check out my 15-city tour, go to punchup.live/Rick Glassman. Also, this weekend, I am in Seattle at Laughs Comedy Club. 2 of the 4 shows are sold out. They are limited tickets, so if you want to get those, punchup.live/Rick Glassman. Also, June 8th, I'm going to be in San Diego. June 9th, I'm in Arizona. We got a lot more shows coming up. That's punchup.live/Rick Glassman. And what I would love for you to do is sign up for my no spam email list. Give me your name, give me your zip code, give me an email address. You don't even have to give me your name, and I'll email you when when I'm close to your city. Anyway, get back to the fun. Let's get back to the Lisa, and away we. That's right. Go.
Let's say he was Princess Di. Is that weird too?
I don't know.
What if he was a person before? Who do you think he would be?
My grandpa.
Oh.
My grandpa. My mom's dad.
Tell me about that grandpa.
He was a wonderful, wonderful man who loved my grandma so much. He also was very autistic and very straight and a brilliant musician.
Okay, can you give me an example of very autistic? Can you give me like a behavior that is very autistic and then give me the medium autistic and the mild autistic of that?
Sure. He would make a bowl of cereal for him and my grandma every morning. And he would cut the bananas where the bananas were the same size, and he would cover the top of the cereal where all the bananas were a certain amount away from each other. So
Sounds
it was
like Gwyneth Paltrow's chef.
Does she do that with bananas and cereal for my grandma?
It feels like she does. I mean, it feels like if Gwyneth Paltrow was having cereal, it's going to look like that.
Well, speaking of Gwyneth Paltrow, I do order Goop a couple of days a week now. Goop Kitchen.
You just have buckets of goop all around his house.
I love.
It's disgusting, actually.
Cut to wide, see all the buckets of goop. Thanks, Tom. So tell me about you. Now that you're not...
Wait, you forgot to give me the mild and medium autistic versions of making the bananas all the same.
The medium one is, even if he doesn't want bananas, I'm making this one up, by the way. Even if he doesn't want bananas, he still has to make sure that he has bananas in every meal. So he could just have like a little piece of a banana in there. That would be the medium.
And what would be mild? Eating a banana upside down?
Are you saying while he's up like a bat, or turning the banana upside down?
Turning the bananas upside down.
What is upside down? There's a lot of talk about this these days.
Oh, yeah, right. Because the banana seems to have a butt end that no one wants to talk about. But some people say it's better if you pinch the butt and peel it from there.
Which makes me think, is that the butt or is that the head?
The butt or the stem, right? Those are
yes, so I think this...
Alvin, don't lick your penis and then lick me.
Well...
You know, a kid did that to me when I was a
that.
kid. This is like actually my first like encounter with like sexual assault, maybe.
A kid licked his penis and then touched you?
So close. He touched his penis and then he put his hand on my mouth. And I was only like 11. Is that disgusting?
It must be really tough being a woman.
It's disgusting experience all
Do you have
around.
any experiences being a woman in this town without...
No.
None.
Do you?
A little.
Okay. But Alvin, I forgive you.
Now, I don't remember what you said because I'm not completely present yet. But you either...
Where are you?
Well, I'm coming here.
Okay.
Did you say that was your first sexual experience?
No.
Implying that there were other ones?
Well, I just mean like, I guess sexual assault is not really the word I'm looking for. I'm not trying to make it so heavy. Look at my baby. I'm not trying to make it so heavy right away, but I'm just saying like with like sexual, what's the word I'm looking for? Bad feelings.
SBFs.
Yes.
Yeah.
SBFs. See, I had a bird that used to have a bone like this. And we called it a cuddle bone. And I was a big bird girl. And that's why how come I'm so weird.
You look like a bird. I never noticed that.
I'm like a bird. And my dad was so allergic to these little kind of furry
Do
guys.
you think that microphone is covering your face too much? Could you see?
I can see the camera. What do you think? I can't see the camera? If I was trying to look at the camera and all I could see was a microphone, I know there'd be a problem.
I'm just saying. Oh, wait, you can't see.
I'm going to try my drinkity drink. My pinkity drinkity.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
So, Chinatown is I just came out maybe this week.
Yeah, what week is it?
I don't know, middle of November.
Okay.
When does Chinatown come out?
November 19th.
On Hulu.
On Hulu.
I saw you there. I guess you know this. I'll tell them. I saw her filming when I was filming a TV show, and I got to go in her trailer, and I'll tell you something. Tons of pictures of JTT. It's crazy how obsessed with Jonathan Taylor Thomas you are.
But only as a boy.
Yeah, well, it's not posters of him today.
No.
I don't even think they make posters of him today.
Yeah, they do.
You think there's JTT posters pictures were taken
In Tiger
since... And the pictures were taken since COVID?
Yeah. Like Tiger Beat has old girls section where if you were a young girl who liked Tiger Beat, you can flip to old girl section and then it's all the guys you used to like, but now.
Is it every Tiger Beat has that?
Yeah, old girl. But you.
I don't know. I didn't know.
You have to be 18 to buy it.
Are
They're
they-
clothed, but you have to be, if you're doing old girl Tiger Beat, you have to show your ID to get it.
Also,
And
I can't imagine any girls under 18 want old girl Tiger Belly anyway.
they're chomping at the bit to get it.
Really?
Yeah, because for them, they've never seen the young guys get older. You didn't know this. So when
No, I
when a
don't.
little girl has a crush on a boy, we tell them the boy's over when you turn 16. The boy no longer exists. So they don't ever get to see these men reach adulthood unless you subscribe to
like
old
they
girl
went
Tiger
to
Beat.
they went to a farm far away, like when a pet dies.
Yes. You know what I learned about Menudo, the band? Menudo?
I don't
Menudo?
know. I don't know Menudo.
You never heard of Menudo?
It sounds familiar, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a poker player.
Oh. Menudo. It's a band.
I believe you. I don't know.
It's a little boy band. And apparently when the members would reach a certain age, they were out of the band and then a new younger one would come in.
Well, if you know that going in,
But what other band is like this? Backstreet Boys got to get old. NSYNC got to get old.
but you're thinking about it as getting old when thinking about it as a certain amount of time. Like a president only has 4 years before they have to have another option.
That's so true. But then why don't the crowd go 4 more years when there's a little boy who just turned 16?
Well,
He'll still be hot, I guarantee it, at 19.
here's my question. Do we blame the industry or do we blame the people that aren't saying what they want or not wanting an older?
What they say. Did you like any girl bands when you were a kid?
I had a huge crush like everybody else on,
Spice Girl?
Britney Spears. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I bought a couple of different albums of hers, the same album, the first one, because you could buy them from different countries. And I would buy them from different Asian countries because they came with different cover art.
Oh, my God. What? Okay, when you picture your crush on Britney Spears in your mind's eye, what is she wearing?
Well, I fell for her the same time everybody else. Hit me baby one more time. But it's not like I loved that outfit, like that schoolgirl outfit. It was just that's when I was
what's
introduced
imprinted.
to her. Yeah.
So, okay. Interesting. For me, it's like the pink tank top and the white pants. That's what I picture my first.
Oh, that's
connection.
that's just her hanging out.
No, it might be in the same music video, but I am just more unique than you. And so I don't think of her in the hallways. I think of her on the courts where she belongs.
More unique. Unique means one. You can't be more singular.
I'm more uniquiscent than you because I'll show you. I'll try to find it, or maybe Tom, you could add the picture here with the buckets of goop with Brittany coming out of the goop. Oh, oops, I'm calling someone. Fuck.
Speaking of oops, you're calling somebody. I was just thinking about oops, I did it again, and I thought that red leather costume was like,
It was gorgeous.
oh, she looked beautiful, but it was very adult, and it made me be like, oh, I don't know if she would like me. She's kind of advanced.
Because she was wearing a one-piece pajamas.
Pajamas. It was a leather, Eddie Murphy style jumper.
Find it, but it was the basketball look. She was a basketball player.
I
in
remember
high
her
school.
sitting there. Yeah, they were the tearaways, weren't they? Those pants.
Something like that. But there's also a scene where I think she's in a pink tank.
Show me again.
She goes like, "Oh, do you know it?" She literally does like a. This
Yeah.
is the part I'm thinking of when they're outside.
Yeah, I do know the dance. I can't picture the outfit.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something that's sexual and I don't want to make you uncomfortable, so I could just not tell you?
Okay.
I believe that's the only music video I ever masturbated to.
Whoa. Wait, I actually love this because I know this was at a time where you weren't like looking this up on YouTube. So you were sitting with your dick out, looking at the TV, waiting for the correct music video to come on.
I think I recorded
and then you
it.
furiously began.
I think I recorded it.
Oh, you recorded it.
Maybe I didn't. And I don't know, by the way, and I mean no disrespect because you're a woman and you're very unique. So I don't know if I was just down there.
You were down there,
Oh yes.
bent over in like an infinity
Eating
circle.
a banana.
Like how Sonic gets like a whirl of a blur of being in a circle.
Yeah.
You sucked your dick sucked you sucked your dick sucked you.
Well-
and then your parents walked in and they're like, can't even see.
I was like,
But you were just like a blur to them. Like you were in this like ferocious
oh,
orb.
I didn't think about it. They might have not even known what it was. They just saw this blur.
Yeah, I don't think they knew.
We look at how he rests his head.
He loves you.
Yes, he's a boy. What music videos have you masturbated to? Or at least touched your, what do you call it? Your bean, your clitoris?
Dodgeball.
Really? To who? Ben Stiller?
Yeah, you can dick, you can duck,
Dip,
you
duck,
can
dodge,
duck.
and dodge.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? Dodge, dip,
Dip,
duck,
duck,
dive, and
and
dodge.
dodge.
Yeah. It's funny that we have the same kind of references, even though I'm
We always
so
get
much
them
younger
wrong.
than you. Oh. How old are you now? 26?
48.
You look
Amazing.
amazing.
Thank you. Well, I used to be your babysitter, remember? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I
That's so
can't have
funny because
forgotten
I
that,
know,
but I wasn't
I kind
thinking
of
about
knew you
that.
forgot because the first time you had me on, that's why I was making so many like babysitter jokes because I was like, you had me on because I was your old babysitter. I was expecting you to ask me about that time and you never did. So are you saying you actually forgot?
I mean, you saying this, I don't feel like I forgot, but it was not in the front of my mind. So kind of.
Right.
Kind of like, oh, I forgot I had a chocolate bar in my cupboard until I went and I saw the chocolate bar. But like,
Right.
of course
Yeah.
how did you end up meeting my parents? Like, how did that even happen?
Well, I lived in your cul-de-sac.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah. But I was
Where? What house?
the third house in the middle, and it was an old lady that lived in it, and I slept in the attic, and I wasn't allowed to come out onto the street very often.
Why? What
Because
was?
she was my step grandma, and she had an issue with me. Like, I think she thought that I was younger and cooler than her, and so she didn't want anyone to see me. And she only fed me raisins. And so I had to get, so your parents paid me in raisins because at that time I was so brainwashed. This is actually really sad. I thought raisins were money.
In a way.
But like, that's really sad. Once I broke free and I realized people out here were actually using like dollar bills.
Right.
Like you should have seen the first time I walked into a gas station and tried to buy 30 ounces of gas with 30 raisins.
Why were you buying 30 ounces of gas? What
My
was it
car
for?
was so small. They literally, everything they gave me was small.
Oh, but you did get a car.
Yeah, but it was laughably small.
Is that why you moved to California?
Yeah.
Because you thought the best version of a raisin was a California raisin?
Yeah.
Tom, show us the California raisins.
Can
Do
they,
me the Britney Spears dance.
who are those guys? The
California
California
Raisins?
raisins. They're just the people in the raisins in the commercial.
Yeah, they were a band.
Are they a cartoon?
Yeah.
I don't think
I
I
mean, as
really
a-
know about them.
Yeah.
What's up with raisins? You ever have one of my favorite foods is grapes. And sometimes they get so almost raisin in the fridge. One of them.
But not raisin enough.
But it's like, what do I have to do to turn you into a raisin? It's like, I know you're not going to
Maybe
do it
not
on your
keep
own.
them in the fridge.
Well, even if I had it out on the counter or something, I just feel like it's not going to turn into what? What's wrong? What?
I'm just becoming aware of these camera angles that aren't perfect, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't it feel like there's 5 cameras on you and 1 on me? Is that what's happening?
How do you figure?
That one's on you. This one's on you.
That one shows you more than me.
This one's mine.
No.
But these 2 are yours.
No. Look at that one. You could see the screen of the middle one.
That's me. Anyways.
So your show is it's about Asian culture and magic. Correct?
Sure. You know any magic tricks?
I know how to magically waste everybody's time for 30 seconds.
What's he doing? What are you doing, Ricky?
Getting my wand.
Is that fire? Oh, that's an actual wand. Oh, this is okay.
Here. Bippity, boppity, boo.
Okay, that scared both of us
I don't think I was in frame.
at all
New
on any camera.
Maybe that one. Anyway, pretty cool, right?
Oh, he's doing more stuff. Please don't scare us next time, though. Just make the reveal like softer.
Sorry, yeah, I am a little congested. Anyway, do you need this?
Okay, you're scaring us, Ricky. You saw how both of us reacted to that. It's actually very scary. We don't.
But-
like you made him run away.
Magic
You
is
made me
scary.
very scared. How could you do that?
I guess
I'll-
I was showing off.
Look at now he's too scared to hang with me.
Alvin. Hi, bud. You want him to you? Call him over. He'll come to you.
Alvin, come here. That guy's too scary. His magic is dark magic.
Call him over to you. He'll go.
Alvin, come here. Okay, I have to show you a magic trick now.
Okay.
I wonder if I have anything in my purse that I can do it with.
Asian culture, magic.
Okay, this is just a coin, nothing more. But where has it gone? Nothing in my hands, nothing more. Behind your ear, a coin. Was that good or?
Yes.
If it's an actual coin, it works much better.
Yeah, it's thinner.
I obviously just watched Labyrinth for the first time.
Oh, I don't remember that movie.
He goes, nothing more. He goes, it's just a crystal, nothing more. And he's flipping it around on his hands.
Cut to it.
I've brought you a gift.
What is it?
It's a crystal. Nothing more.
And then now I want to tell you something that I learned about that scene. He had a magician stand behind him and pretend to be his arms because he couldn't do the tricks.
Oh, the actor.
David Bowie. You familiar?
Starman.
Yeah. Starman.
Sorry.
You just want to make sure your hair looks just perfect.
Well, it doesn't look perfect. I want to make sure
Look
it's
at your camera.
all right. My hair is dried. So, how's your family?
Good, they're good. So I moved out to California. I finally got back in touch with them because like I had said, the lady who was keeping me in her attic didn't tell me I had other
Your
family.
step grandma.
Yeah.
On which side? How does that work?
My dad's ex-girlfriend. So she didn't tell me that the rest of my family existed. And meanwhile, my family was under the impression that I had run away. So we were kind of both fed this lie. So I moved out to California. I figured out that there was real money out there and there's different ways to make it.
How did you feel? Like, what did you notice?
I don't want to say at first what I did.
We could bleep it.
I ducked and fucked it, sucked and fucked and fucked and ducked it, and then on inside and outside.
How old were you?
I was like 13.
So you moved when you were 13 to California?
That's when I got away. Because I was your babysitter from when I was 11 to
13.
12 and a half.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. And I think you were like, you must have only been 3 or 4.
You used to play, I remember, Mario 2 a lot. You were good at Mario 2.
Yeah.
Do you still play Mario 2?
Actually, I've never, in my real life, I only played Crash Bandicoot and Tomb Raider. Those are the only games I played growing up.
Oh. Do you ever do that in an improv show? Where like somebody
I
says
just go,
something?
just kidding. Actually, fuck this. The real truth is this. Well, I had to be honest because I actually do want to talk about Crash Bandicoot now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You ever played it?
I don't remember. Was that Genesis?
It was PlayStation.
No.
PlayStation. That's what it would say when you fired it up.
PlayStation.
No,
Is that
it was
racist?
it was a woman's voice,
PlayStation.
and then it was like a Naughty Dog production. It'd be like Naughty Dog.
I like those things.
Me
I do them
too.
on here sometimes where it's like at the end, it's like, wee, wee, rawr, you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like babies, tiger.
K95 FM. The only show in the world. Entering alien zone. We are about to have the comedy channel of the sensation. Get that guy out of my office. Oh, Mr. Thomas.
The cold open, please.
Like something like that.
What was the last one? Oh, Mr. Thomas.
I actually said, oh, Mr. Tumnus, which I think is from Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. He was the little like Billy Goat centaur.
Right.
Centaur?
Yeah.
Centaur.
Centaur or R. Yeah, I remember that. Are you talking about the cartoon, right? Or the movie? Like the live
I guess
action?
I'm talking about the books.
Oh, I didn't read, but I loved that cartoon movie so much.
I never saw the cartoon movie.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Of
And it
Lion
always
Witch
got me
in the
curious
Wardrobe?
about Turkish Delight. And I think I had one once and it was all right.
It's good. And doesn't Baby Ruth kind of have like a Turkish Delight element inside?
I haven't met Ruth as a kid. I only know her when she was older.
You never saw her when she was a baby. She
No.
was filled with jelly, and she had a chocolate on the outside, and delicious. And I believe that is kind of a Turkish delight element, but I'm not sure.
Do you eat meat?
Yeah.
Seafood. Never mind. I messed that up. Anyway, you eat
I just watched My Octopus Teacher. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Documentary on Netflix of a man who learns from the ocean.
Oh, I have seen some of that.
It's so beautiful. And now I'm like,
You gotta
how
stop
could I
eating
ever eat
octopus.
octopus again?
Yeah. Now, if you were to name a female in a James Bond
Megan.
movie, let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Is what I said to my parents when they walked in on me watching Britney Spears. If you were,
Hi.
oh, if you were to name a woman after an octopus in a James,
Megan Octopus.
let me finish.
Sorry.
In a James Bond
00
movie.
Megan Octopus.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes.
Is there someone called Octopussy in?
I think so.
Like genuinely. This is not like the Austin Powers version of this. It's
I
like
don't know the difference. I think Austin Powers did those things because James Bond was doing those things.
Was he having a laugh, James Bond? Oh, this coffee has just hit me now.
Oh, I miss it. I haven't had coffee all year.
Why?
Not once this year.
Why?
Because I stopped doing it in December.
You're trying to regulate your nervous system?
Yes.
Ricky, what are you going to be without your nervous system being all bonkers?
Oh, it's bonkers.
Wait, are you actually kidding? You haven't had any coffee this year?
Once I accidentally had a sip because I had somebody else's drink and I switched back to mine.
I've seen you this year and you had coffee. You had a dirty chai
When?
when I saw you last.
Maybe I had a chai, not dirty. I'll drink tea.
Oh, so you're still having some caffeine. You're just not having coffee.
Yeah. I've been drinking this thing that they sponsor my podcast called Magic Mind. I am stuffed. I am a little stuffed.
I'm stuffed too.
Huh.
A couple of stuffed mushrooms. I have cheese inside. What's inside you?
Mucus. Do you think that we should title this episode A Couple of Stuffed Mushrooms?
Yeah. I've been stuffed for a while, if I'm going to be TBH.
Very sexual.
I've been like congested for like 3 weeks.
Do you think we should have? I should have asked if we could have had like a Advil colon sinus or a Dayquil sponsor this.
I took Dayquil before I came here. I should have brought you one. I have it in the car. You know what I want to get addicted to? Afrin nose spray. I heard people are getting addicted to it.
Oh, it's not good for you.
But wouldn't it be fun to have an addiction?
You don't have an addiction? What about humming? What about
Harmonize with
humming?
me?
What about humming a fifth?
Oh, you took off.
Thought I had a sneeze. I'm sorry.
I do have plenty of addictions. You're right. I don't really need an addiction to anything else. So, okay, so in 2025, are you going to begin with coffee again?
I don't think so.
Never again?
I don't know.
How can you just have the cold brew in your fridge and not be...
I also have sodas and I don't really drink those.
You know what I'm loving?
I also have a Mike's Hard because I thought that would be funny.
Ricky, stop.
I
You
thought that'd be
literally
funny.
have one? Oh, don't bother him. Sorry.
This is my alcohol cupboard.
You want to split it?
I don't drink. Are you serious? I'll do it for this.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Mike's? I don't think I've ever had one.
I don't think I have either.
What do you want to do? You want to just
Yeah.
pour it in the glass?
Yeah, and should we mix it with our coffee?
I'm not drinking
Do
coffee.
you think I could mix it with mine? That'd be so disgusting.
But isn't it already alcohol mixed with lemonade?
Yeah, so alcohol mixed with lemonade, mixed with coffee, mixed with ice.
I might be going to the DMV today. Is that crazy?
They do blood tests now.
So they could find out if I'm an Ashkenazi or not?
And they'll say, I think you had a teaspoon of a Mike's Hard.
Are we doing this right now?
Are we literally doing this right now?
Are we really about to get hammered
Okay,
right
let
now?
me finish this and then let's have that.
I'll crack it.
Okay, great.
This episode is sponsored by DraftKings. New players play just $5 to score 50 instantly in casino credits. Download the app and sign up with code TYSO. Then get a taste of sauce, Boss Barbecue, exclusively at DraftKings.com. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. One offer per new casino customer. Casino credits are non-withdrawable and expire in 168 hours. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see casino.draftkings.com/get50. Ends November 24th, 2024. Game availability varies by jurisdiction. So earlier this episode, I was talking about how much Lisa loves fall. And no, I'm not talking about comedy falls, even though I bet she's good at them because she is a master comedian. And I'm not even saying comedian because I don't believe in separating men and women. I think men and women are exactly the same. Be cool. Back to the single. Anyway, this is a new sponsor, and they don't just deliver wine to your door. They deliver premium bottles of wine. Now, I'm not a wine connoisseur. I don't understand wine that much. I will say I enjoyed this wine, and I will say that the people that are wine connoisseurs really enjoyed this wine. Let me tell you a little bit more information. Sorry. Thought I had a sneeze. First Leaf is a personalized wine club that knows my wine preferences better than I do. Now, that's true. There is an algorithm. When you take this test online, it says, do you like these fruits? Do you like these notes? Do you like this kind of stuff? And I'm thinking, like, what does me liking wood have to do with it? And now I'm getting this bottle of wine, and I'm like, sign me up for wood. That's what Lisa Gilroy said. Oh, geez, allergies. Listen, if I get a bottle of wine that I absolutely do not love, it's not a problem because First Leaf's going to give me back 50%. Wait a minute. This must be a mistype. This thing is a mistype. It says 100%. It says it's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. They're literally losing money if it doesn't work out. They're that confident. They're that confident, closer. They're that confident. So go get cozy and pop open that perfect bottle of wine from First Leaf. Go to tryfirstleaf.com/TYSO to sign up, and you'll get your first 6 hand-picked bottles for just $5,000. Wait a minute. For just $44.95, that's got to be a mistype again. This is a deal that can't last long. That's Try First Leaf. So go to tryfirstleaf.com/TYSO, tryfirstleaf.com/TYSO to get your first 6 hand-picked bottles for just $44.95. Now listen, if you're watching this episode, spoiler alert, we get into a little bit of Mike's Hard Lemonade. But if we had some of this First Leaf wine, I assure you, our conversation wouldn't have been as wacky, but we would have been talking about presidents. You know, William Taft is the only president to actually serve in both the Supreme Court and president. Obviously, he had to be the president first because you can't do so. That's just an interesting fact that only wine drinkers know. You want to be one of those people? Try First Leaf. My name's Rick Glassman. Enjoy the rest of the podcast. I'm going to blow my nose while I'm up.
Okay, I'm gonna cuddle this baby. Alan, you have so much patience and.
Did I ever talk to you? I feel like I said this on a podcast.
I haven't talked to you.
I feel like I mentioned this on a
Rick
podcast.
Glassman. Your paperwork's late, Glassman.
What is that? When you do stuff like that, with that one in particular, there's a point of reference. Is it a specific character or is it a genre?
It's a character.
Is it from Beetlejuice?
No, you can keep asking yes or no questions.
Is it something that you saw from your childhood?
Yes.
Is it a cartoon?
Yes. Glassman.
Is it
Rick Glassman?
Does it take place under the water? This cartoon?
No.
Then I have no idea.
You only know cartoons that take place under the water?
No, I mean, is it Doug? Is it Hey Arnold? Is it Our Real Monsters?
What was the last word you said?
Is it from the movie Monsters?
That's the first word of the movie.
Monsters Inc.?
Yeah. Wazowski.
Are we really doing this?
Yes. Or you're like so scared you're going to open that and then I'm going to change my mind.
I don't really drink.
What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know, but we might have to blur a lot of this.
We're being bad.
Can I drink from the bottle?
Yeah.
Is this enough?
Are you kidding? Nice. Let Alvin smell it. What do you think, Alvin?
Can I tell you something? I used to drink a lot. And the reason I used to drink a lot is because I used to work. I worked at a nursery, like a plant nursery, and I had to get there at, I don't remember, like 7 something, like early. And I wouldn't usually work full days. I would usually work half days.
Okay.
But one summer, one of the people left, and I had to work full days, 4 days a week. And I would come home and I would be stressed and I'd be dirty, and I just sometimes needed to crack a nice Mike Hard lemonade to unwind. I would watch Breaking
Oops,
Bad.
cut. So you said Mike Hard
yeah.
lemonade. Let's take it again.
I used to work at a nursery. I had to wake up early.
We can just do a pickup of the last shot. So I want you to look up to the camera and you'll just say, and I would crack a.
And I was so stressed, so I would get home and I was stressed, and I just had to get the unwind part out, don't I?
Oh, sure.
I was so stressed I needed to unwind, and the only way I could do it was to crack a nice Mike's Hard lemonade. Drink responsibly.
Oh, cut. So you were kind of grimacing a little bit before you tasted it. Have you had this drink before?
No, I don't really like this kind of stuff.
Have you had it before though?
No.
Because Mike's Hard is actually really good and refreshing.
Look at the camera.
Mike's Hard is actually really good and refreshing.
How do you figure? It's probably just another disgusting alcoholic drink that I only do to get the buzz.
It's not true, Rick. The lemons are picked fresh from the lemon tree every morning. And they're mixed with the best of the most kind LaCroix that you could ever imagine from the supermarket. Mix the two and you have a refreshing rinse sensation that could only be for party.
All right, I'll try it.
I like it. Oh, Rick, it's your brain. I'm getting fired up, buddy. I never had a drink like this before that I like so much. I want to guzzle all of it.
This is really good.
Let's crack them all in the fridge. Holy fuck, I'm losing control. Oh, let's get all of them open and crack them over our heads and chuck them down. Please, please, please. Rick, are you okay? Why are you just staring like that? Please, please, please. Holy fuck, I want to drink them all. Please, oh my god, I'm spiraling out of control. I need to have all of them right now. Yes, please. Please, give me one, Max.
Whoa.
You okay?
I feel weird.
Like happy?
Yeah. Is that going to get me drunk a little? It does taste like the way my grandma's breath smelt a little.
That's so funny. That's how I learned that my grandma was an alcoholic. I never knew, but then at a high school party,
Your step grandma or your real grandma?
my real grandma, I was at a high school party and somebody had gin and I tasted it and I was like, this is what my grandma's breath smells like. And then I was like, this is what my grandma's breath smells like. Like at all hours of the day. And then I
Wait,
learned.
so something like that happens in Home Alone. Oh, I made my family disappear. The way you just delivered that. You said, I made my family disappear.
This is what my grandma's breath smells like. This is what my grandma's breath
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Ow! I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
If you and I ever started a podcast together, would you be interested in doing the Home Alone rewatch podcast where we just do all things Home Alone?
How could that possibly be a podcast?
We do 30 episodes.
How could that podcastly be a possible? Okay, I do think there's 4 Home Alone movies, and then we could go on the Macaulay Culkin tangent of it all. He did Party Monster, and he had a band where he called like Pizza Band or something.
He also had My Girl and like The Good Boy or something, the thing with the treehouse where he murders people.
Wasn't that before? No. Was that?
Uncle Buck, then Home Alone.
And then My Girl. No. We need to
My
find
Girl,
out.
he was like a teenager.
I barely remember. You know who I'm
Maybe he
thinking
wasn't.
of? Who was the little squirt who caught? There was.
wait, say no more.
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah. Oh, you have squirt?
Not only do I have squirt,
Careful.
I have a little squirt.
Aww. Little squirt, the littlest of squirts. Aw.
Get bent! Anyway. There's too much stuff in my place now.
Can I make a reco for something you should put in that fridge? The new stevia pop or soda.
Oh, I know
as
what
you
you're
guys
talking
would
about.
call
That's a
it.
good idea.
They're so good. The ginger ale one is my favorite.
Yeah, I should do those. I got that fridge and I was trying to just fill it up real quick because I thought MTV's Cribs was coming over and I just needed to fill it. So I was at Rite Aid for, I don't know,
6
condoms.
hours.
And I'm like, oh, I'll get stuff here to fill it up. And then I went somewhere special for the coffees. Oh, you're feeling that coffee good right now.
Yeah,
huh?
I'm feeling it really good.
Man, I miss that feeling.
Okay, well, Okay, so guess what? Guess what about me? So
Okay.
this morning, I had a pill. I had the pill that I told you about, the Dayquil, which is maybe a, let's say, upper, and then I have a downer, and then I have an upper. What if I just kept going like that?
Yeah. Welcome to depression.
But like, it just all becomes even, right?
No,
No?
you're just taking drugs and you're messing with your body.
Oh.
I guess I just added another downer.
Yeah, and now you have to tell me something exciting to get me up again so I can maintain my equilib.
Yeah. The week before Thanksgiving, maybe a week and a half before Thanksgiving, there's a show about Asian culture and magic that's coming out. Is it going to change your life? Yes. I'll tell you how I know. Because Talib Kweli is the creator director of it.
Talib Kweli?
Yep.
Do you mean Taika Waititi?
Yep.
What? How did you pronounce it?
Talib.
Taiguela, I have to tell you, I think is Mandarin for too expensive.
Huh. So you learned Mandarin for the show?
No, I actually knew a little bit before.
Sheshe.
Shishye.
I learned that from Rush
Bukachi.
Hour. Bukacheshe.
Bukache.
Bukacheshe.
No. No, now you're just saying things. That's not right.
It means I like to watch Indiana Jones.
No, it doesn't.
You blow your nose,
Once or twice.
and then
Suddenly you got to blow it again.
but the amount that comes in. Let's say you blow your nose. I'm making this up. I don't know what it is. Let's make up a unit, a wince. Okay, so I have now 2 winces worth of mucus in my nose.
Wait, what comes out
Let's say what I would blow out would be 2 winces, between 1 and 2 winces.
from what part of your body?
Your nose.
Okay.
Okay, so I just blew out 1 or 2 winces, and now 1 or 2 winces just came back to fill up.
It's a never
But it
ending. It's
stops.
like a Pez machine.
But it knows to stop at 1 or 2, so it's not like it keeps coming. It just stops. So
I
if
have to tell you something. I don't think it just stops. I think you're going like this to keep it at bay.
watch.
We should sniff. Maybe you should sniff now. He's wincing his parents. See, that's what I'm talking about. Did you ever see the movie Little Nemo? And I'm not talking about Finding Nemo. I'm talking about Little Nemo.
If you didn't say you weren't talking about Finding Nemo, I would probably have been picturing Finding Nemo.
I know, that's why I said don't picture Finding Nemo.
Then no.
It had a scary scene in it that reminded me of that, where he's in this castle and they're like, don't go in the basement, don't open the dungeon doors, whatever. He does, and this black goo comes out of the dungeon and it takes over it's so scary.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Remember in the 90s, kids' movies were actually very scary.
Do you think they were scarier, or do you think we were younger and more easily scared?
I think they were scarier. Think about Labyrinth. That's a kids' movie, which I just watched, by the way.
I've heard.
It's top of mind. But I was kind of shocked at how it's a kids' movie because everyone talks about it like it's so scary. And I can understand that if you're a child watching it, it would be very scary.
I gotta blow my nose. Keep going. Get drunk. Hey, get drunk. I'll be right back.
Ew.
Nothing is even coming out.
I want to have that pillow. Can I?
Can I get you a different pillow?
Oh, yeah.
Will you promote my upcoming stand-up shows?
Yes. Check out Rick Glassman live at the Ha Ha Chuckle Fuck and at Comedy Bar and Lafo's Big Old Factory on September 18th at midnight, where this guy's going to be doing 45 minutes of the most terrible shit you've ever heard. Check out Magic Show and Knock Knock Jokes by Rick Glassman heading up at the Big Smile Alert Theater on Cahuenga Boulevard at 1 a.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
More?
Ooh, this is a heavy one. Yeah, this is great. Who's she? What the hell is this? Is this a fleshlight?
No, it's
What the fuck is this?
it's this guy that messages me
It's
all
a guy?
the time.
Ah, sorry, sir.
No. It's called a spoonie. And it's meant because you put your arm in it so like you could snuggle with somebody.
Is the guy watching?
Yeah, and he's going to send me a whole bunch of them now. So let me just say, you don't need to send me anymore. I have enough spoonies.
He says that you should hold it. I just want to say one thing about it, which is I think it has to be 6 times thicker.
Well, it looks like your man has a huge arm.
Oh, it's just supposed to be like an arm?
I think you're supposed to like put your arm.
Oh, this is perfect for you then. This is actually about the width of the arm of a girl you would date. Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense. It's a Victoria's Secret model arm. It's about this wide.
Did you realize that I got headphones specifically for us? Take a look at the sides of them and what they say.
Lisa and Rick, I saw already.
Okay. So you put if I would put my arm through one, and if there was a beautiful woman, but by beautiful I mean inside first, but also outside, but
Okay.
inside first.
Okay.
And she wanted to lay on me, but now my arm's falling asleep. If only I had a spoonie to put here so she could sleep on it.
That's what it's for?
I think so. But you could use it for anything, really.
So you're like, this is actually really funny. This is like the equivalent of having condoms on a date and you get caught with your condoms and she's like, what were you on about?
Yeah,
like, you're
but
here
not
with
as-
your spoonie
not as
and
X-rated.
she's like, what did you bring that for? And you're like, nothing. I don't know, in case you wanted to.
Right.
If you
Well,
wanted to-
sometimes I just use it for back support, really.
And she's like, yeah, right. Smooth move, X-Lax. I'm not going to lay on your arm, you fucking freak.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I don't want to be presumptuous.
I was just joking.
But I could just get us a couple of Mike's Hard to relax.
Don't be scary. If you notice, I haven't even touched my Mike's Hard. My plan all along is to get you drunk enough to tell me the secrets for the nuclear codes. I'm like a I don't know anything about history. World War II spy, or 1, or 3, and I'm like, and interesting, Mr. Glassman, haha, on the podcast and all that. Drink up.
How's your improv shows with the dinosaur thing going?
I haven't been there in a while. I was in Toronto for
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
a long time.
What were you
Shooting
doing again?
Twisted Metal.
Right. How many episodes?
6.
Are you like a lead in it? Like one of you're a regular now? Or is it a guest star?
I guess I'm like a guest recurring,
Recurring guest?
like I am here.
Yes. That probably pays better.
No, this actually pays better than anything else
Yeah?
I'm working on. Yeah,
I don't want to say how much because I pay my guests differently.
yeah.
And I pay you.
$40,000 on Venmo.
You bring in a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
And you bring in a very important demographic, little boys.
Is that my target demo?
Our episodes, the 13 to 17-year-old boys, is
Are
I
going
think like 30% of the viewers.
Are you being serious?
Mm-hmm.
Be dead serious right now. Rick, don't. I didn't mean die. Don't go all the way dead.
They are little boys love you.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Be 100% with me right now.
Little boys.
Are you actually saying that there's a demo switch when I come on your show that little boys are watching it?
I'm not saying that less regular people watch you. I'm saying
What, little boys aren't regular people anymore? Watch it. Careful.
a lot of little boys like to watch you.
Are you actually being serious?
What does it matter?
Because it's going to change how, like, for example, if we're going to do ads, it should be like, the new yogurt slop. Squirt it out of the scoop on the tube. On your way to school, Mom, bye. See you later. Don't forget your yogurt slop, hon. Kick on a skateboard. Like, it should be, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to help the show. If
What
we're
would it
getting,
be if it was 60-year-old men?
leaving for work. Oh, honey, don't forget your yogurt slop. Because it's different demos, right? Little boys and old men actually have a lot of commonality. Because little boys, their teeth are not, they haven't arrived yet. And old men, the teeth have
They
gone.
not? Don't you have your teeth by like when you're 13 to 17?
Not all of them. You're missing most of them. And
When
then
you're 13?
when you're 13, you have probably 4.
I think when I was
teeth
bar
that are-
mitzvahed, I had all my adult teeth. I think.
Rick, there's no need to posture.
What kind of teeth did I have during my bar mitzvah?
Your mom was on speaker this whole time.
Brace yourself. The child's teeth need to be in good health for any type of orthodontia work.
Wait, did you just press a button on your phone to make it without you having to say, hey, S word?
Yes, I don't like to swear anyway. I'm distracted with my nose flare.
Well, you breathed out. You just did the opposite of a sniff.
I don't want to bring it in. I want it to go out
Why?
because I don't want it to go. I want it to leave.
But then you're going to have to keep getting up and blowing your nose.
Do you know about when I blew my nose in high school and I was embarrassed because I made such a loud noise?
Yeah, you told me about this.
I thought so.
And then what happened? You
I
lost.
became famous.
But it took 10 years after the time you blew your nose.
At
loudly.
least. But
Yeah.
I bought a lot of Bitcoin in 2017, early 2017.
What the hell is Bitcoin?
You have to get into
It's
it.
crazy. Everyone's talking about it.
It's blockchain technology.
It's literally blockchain technology.
It's insane.
And it's so crazy how it's Bitcoin, but it's like, oh, here's the only kind of picture I have of this Bitcoin. I send it to you as an animated GIF, and then you are the only one that has it.
You don't understand.
The
Whether
pixels are unique to you, and you can sell it for $40,000
No,
later.
you're talking about an NFT, a non-fungible token. What I need
I'm
to tell
talking
you
about
is,
a fungible Bitcoin.
listen to me. Harris, Waltz, Biden, Trump, the other guy,
Sporty, ginger, posh, baby, Brittany,
they're all part
Jessica.
of the same machine, man. Do you understand?
Yes, literally. I'm on your wavelength.
Okay, so listen. Let's say I have $500,000 and okay, and I don't know what to do with it. I could put it in the bank and maybe accrue 4% interest if I put it in municipals or the money market. That's, by the way, taxed by whether it's the Repubs or the demos. I buy a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I pay sales tax. The people who sell me the Mike's Hard Lemonade has to pay tax on the income. Every time we spend $1, we are giving it to, sure, schools and roads, but no, we're giving it to the military and for these fucking politicians to jerk off and come in $100 bills. That's the centralized market. That's a centralized bank. Oh, too big to fail? That means there is no failure until you learn that lesson. And that's why when we come out the other end, we need a proper decentralized bank where I could take a picture of a Bitcoin and email it to you and be like, now it's mine, baby. Do you get it? Sounds like you do.
That was the thrill.
It was a thrill.
I didn't listen to a word you said.
I was just about to ask you, with you doing what you were doing, were you able to
Not
hear
at all.
anything? Fuck.
Why? Because it was so good.
I just think it's important for men to explain to women about Bitcoin.
I agree.
Promise?
Swear to fucking God.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing in the world. Like, some people fall asleep to podcasts or white noise machine or whatever. I like to listen to podcasts where guys are explaining stuff.
Okay. What do you think about this? A podcast where we bring on different experts in blockchain technology and we interview them as sincerely as we can, but secretly, hear me out, secretly, because it's the two
We're
of
making
us.
fun of them.
And we get to go like this. Like when we ask stuff and they look away or whatever, we go like this. Oh my goodness. And we could even do that after the fact. We could say, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. And they leave and we come back and we always just do 3 minutes of pickups. They're just going,
What if you
did
could?
that seem real to you?
Yeah. How about this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Well, how about this one?
You're making me yawn.
See, people who fake, fake. He does that kind of stuff. Those cute baby cartoon things that
I'm sure he does. Yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
he
So
does
cute.
those. Yeah.
And he like wipes his eyes.
Yeah. And that. And then he also puts his paws together sometimes and goes like this.
And he takes like a little piece of flint and he starts a small fire.
He sometimes. Yeah.
That's actually
and then
really
if you say
dangerous.
Alvin, he goes,
I would just practicing for Survivor. Yeah. Would you ever go on Survivor?
probably not. I've been turning down a lot of reality offers recently.
Tell me, can you?
They wanted me to do the Golden Bachelor. But I'm like, I'm not fucking that old man.
You're not fucking that old man, or you're not that fucking old, comma, man.
That makes much more sense.
See?
I'm not a businessman. I'm a glassman.
man. Glassman.
Would you go? Would you be the Bachelorette if they asked you to do it?
I think I'm too young.
For Bachelorette? I don't think you are.
What?
Something about my teeth.
What?
No. Most of those girls are probably in their late 20s.
You know what I'd like to do?
Let me guess. Give me 5 hints and make them very obvious.
Okay.
More and more obvious as they go. Subtle to more obvious.
Okay. Mustache, wig, bachelorette, winner, joke.
You want to go on The Bachelorette in costume and win as a big joke.
Yes.
Same. I've thought about it a million times.
But so you would have to go on The Bachelor and be dressed as a woman then?
I would go on The Bachelorette and I want to be a contestant.
Oh, see, and I wanted to go on The Bachelorette and be dressed as a man and win.
Oh, like in Ladybugs?
I don't know that.
Like in Joanna
Like in
Man?
White Chicks.
All the same.
Ladybugs? You mean A Bug's Life?
No, Ladybugs is Rodney Dangerfield, where he Matthew is the woman that he's dating's son is an excellent soccer player, and he's a man, so of course he's better than the women's soccer player. So he
She's
dresses
the man
up.
with Amanda Bynes.
I never realized that
This is good.
she was in a Bynes as a man.
Why
Amanda
is your last
Bynes.
name Glassman? You think because your family's so fragile, or were you glass blowers?
I really don't know the origins. It tastes like lemonade, and I like the lemonade. And then there's the liquor, and I don't like that part.
There's no liquor in this. Tricked ya.
How many of these would it take for a woodchuck chuck wood?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck 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 chuck?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck 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 chuck?
She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells by the seashore.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Unique New York.
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 What got me into wanting to be a contestant, incidentally, was how unique the show I Love New York was. The contestant that was on Flavor of Love that then got her own thing. First celebrity I ever saw when I came here, other than Ben Stein, and I saw him walking while I was driving.
Oh my God. Whoa. Ben Stein was the first celebrity I ever saw when I came to LA.
Where was it? Was it in
He was-
Hollywood?
he was in Hollywood?
No, it was for me. It was Beverly Hills.
Okay, in mine it was West Hollywood, and it was like, you know, Sweetser? It was like off Sweetser and I forget the cross street.
Was he walking?
No, he was sitting under a yellow canopy restaurant. A restaurant with a yellow canopy right at the top of Sweetser and whatever that street is there.
Did you think how cool a celebrity?
Yeah. I was like, and I used to watch when...
Ben Stein's money, me too.
Exactly.
His thing, suits and sneakers.
Is that his thing? Like Ellen DeGeneres.
Have they ever done a collab?
You've never seen them in the same room. That's what I'm saying. And that's literally what I've been saying since the dawn of time. Ellen DeGeneres, Ben Stein, and they're both in the sneakers and the suits, and they're never in the same room. And it's like, oh, just because one has blonde hair and the other one has dark hair, it's like, think about it, sheeple.
Think what?
Like brown hairspray make your hair brown. When Ellen does that, she becomes Ben Stein. And do you ever wonder why Ellen? It's when Ben Stein's money on one show and Ellen DeGeneres giving all the money, giving away money. They're the same guy.
Serious Ben Stein, Ellen DeGeneres.
Now I'm feeling this alcohol. So I'm feeling coffee up here and alcohol down here.
Wow.
My belly is drunk, but my brain is intelligence.
That doesn't sound like it.
I'm actually tapping into a new kind of thing. Like, test me.
Okay.
Like, come at me, bro.
When is the next halving of Bitcoin?
2027.
Okay.
See?
How many total Bitcoin will there be once they're all mined?
36,000. I am, you know what I am? I'm a lady in goo in the movie where the ladies are in goo and they go, the future is this.
Right. Like in 300. Do you remember there was those witch ladies?
This is Sparta.
Did you ever see the bloopers of that? It's
There's
wild.
bloopers?
Uh-huh.
No.
Because he couldn't say Sparta. It was like 4 different times for it. And every time he actually kicked the person down.
And what do you mean he couldn't say Sparta? He was like, this is sporadic. Ugh.
He messed up
This
Sparta.
is Sparta. Ugh.
And each time he would kick that person down, he killed somebody.
Oh, okay.
So they had to do it so many times.
Now I know you're beefing with me.
There is something where he wasn't supposed to yell it like that intense, and he just wanted to try it. So he just tried something really
So he was
big.
supposed to say just casually, hey, hun, this is Sparta.
Yeah, then he just pushed him.
Hey, by the way, Toots, this is Sparta.
Just wanted to let you know.
And you're like, try one yelling.
in
He's
case
like,
you
that sounds
didn't,
crazy.
This is Sparta. Bye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not think this was Sparta? It is. Doink.
Not really interested in this because this is Sparta. Yeah. You just laughed like a witch a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rick. I'm just a regular woman after all.
Do you ever audition for witches?
Yeah, all the time.
Have you ever gotten one?
No.
That sucks. Are you a good singer to play in the movie The Wizard of Oz stuff?
What song does the witch sing? That's Wicked.
From Wizard of Oz.
Does she
It's a
sing that?
spinoff. Yeah, in the Wizard of Oz, there's the witch, the good one that comes down to the ball.
You were probably so horny for her. You're like, you love a light little girl who could sit in a bubble and not pop it, right? You're like, you have your little cuddle pillow. You're like, oh, is there a really skinny little girl around that I could masturbate to? Uh-oh.
Who did you used to masturbate to as a kid?
Ouch.
What do you mean? Would you lay on your belly or something and go like this on a pillow?
Yeah, and I'd be thinking about the couch the whole time.
Perfect.
But in Canada, we call it the couch a Chesterfield. To be like, Chesterfield.
Why is that? Is Chesterfield really a couch?
Yeah, it's a name for a couch.
Like a lazy boy?
Lazy Susan. Do you think Lazy Boy and Lazy Susan are in a relationship?
I'll tell you something. If so, they wouldn't make it work.
Yeah. Who the fuck's going to organize the date? Both of them are like, oh, honey bear, you do it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And then guess what? They never see each other.
Yeah, and she's just going around in circles like this, and he's just laying back and chilling.
Literally. Who do you want to set Lazy Boy up with? And who do you want to set Lazy Susan up with? I think Lazy Susan should be with Frigidaire.
Okay.
I think that could be cool because she's so laid back and he's so like uptight.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
then Lazy Boy could be with Snuggie.
Yeah, I always picture Snuggie as a guy. Maybe Lazy Boy's gay.
Probably
Or at least
Lazy Boy is gay.
I would have to imagine Lazy Boy's bi, if anything.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot, like I've seen guys and girls sit on its face.
There's something remind me about something on this one.
Oh.
This Mike's Hard to me almost tastes like bubble tea. Like honeydew melon bubble tea. Cheers.
That sounds like a swinger. Like a wife asking the husband to fuck a melon.
Honeydew melon bubble tea? Like that's a full sentence?
Honey, do melon bubble tea. Like in the,
What's the bubble tea part mean? Honey, do melon.
bubble
tea.
Bubble
Tea is like please. Honey, do melon bubble tea.
Yeah. Like, will you?
Like pretty please.
Yeah.
Bubble tea.
Honey, do melon bubble tea.
Bubble tea boo.
Oh, bibbity bobbity bop.
Bop it. Twist it.
I don't remember that
Pull
game
it.
being hard.
Whoop. Bop it. Bop it. Pull it. Whoop. Twist it. Dun 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 dun.
Is that what happens when it goes faster?
Pull it. Whoop. Twist it. Twist it. Bop it. Ah. Don't. That's when you missed it.
Let me see you do Simon now.
What's that?
Bubble tea. Do Simon.
I don't know what Simon is.
Simon is just the 4 colors, and you have to
Does it make sounds?
boop, beep, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep,
Okay, you do the pattern and I'll repeat it and I'll see if I win.
boop.
Oh, I just
It goes 1 and then
Oh,
it's
okay.
2. Boop,
boop,
boop, boop,
boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop, boop, boop,
boop, boop, boop, boop, boop, boop, boop.
boop, 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 boop.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, 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 boop.
No,
That's exactly
no.
that's exactly what Yes, you did.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Cut back to the last note I did. Boop. And now the last note she did.
Boop. And they're exactly identicans.
Now, I like to picture somebody being like, I wonder what Rick and Lisa are doing right now. Boop, 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 boop.
Here's what I pictured. Somebody listening to the podcast while they're driving and they're stopped at a red light and their windows are down and they see a hot girl on a skateboard and they're like about to say hello and she comes up and she's like, what
is
are
she
you
wearing?
listening to? She's wearing a pink
Shorts
bikini.
with a bikini top.
Yeah. She's on Venice Boulevard.
Oh my God.
Oh, Rick, be careful. She's wearing a hoodie. She's wearing a hoodie. And
But it's unzipped and does she have a six pack?
No, it's zipped all the way up and she's wearing a ski helmet. Relax.
But does she have a six pack under there?
Yes. Hey, if we have a podcast, let's call it Bars and Tone.
Yeah, done.
I don't know. Who's who?
I'm Bars.
I'm Tone.
Yeah.
Oh, because you rap and I sing?
I was thinking I rap and you set the tone.
Oh.
But yeah,
Anyone could set the tone.
not anybody can set the tone. Give yourself a little bit of credit. You're really good at
Okay,
setting
let me
tones.
try setting a few different stones.
It's late at night. The lights are dim. You're all alone in your room.
That's not the tone I was trying to set.
Some people, sometimes like when you're playing and doing stuff like that, you don't want to laugh because you want to stay in the thing. I often feel that way, but you make me laugh sometimes in a way that feels so good to laugh where I'm like, I'm okay.
Ruining
I'm
it.
okay cashing it in right now.
Right.
I didn't mean to ruin it.
Okay.
But
Can we try
so I
again?
understand. That's
Can we try
I'm just admitting
Okay, close
where
your
I am.
eyes.
I could do it.
Close
without-
your eyes. Yeah, put your headphones on for this. It's going to get really ASMR. As scary, mighty, ready.
I mean,
Shh, sleep. You're sleeping. You're a little boy and you're in bed.
Moon is in the sky.
Ricky, can you just try for 1 second to give yourself over to the tone?
yes.
Okay.
I think I might be drunk.
There's a little boy sleeping in here. What should we do with him? Shut up, dragon. I want to take him down to the underworld. We can't yet. He's not ready. Look at him. He's ready, boss. Let's take him. He's not even wearing any jammies. That's fine. We'll take him naked. We'll take him down to the underworld. We'll make him be our little prince. All right, on the count of 3, let's snatch him. 1, 2, 3. Yoink. Ah! Ricky, welcome to the underworld. Hello.
Am I dreaming?
Nerd.
Put him back.
Put him back. And scene. See what happened? Like they took you down there and then you messed it up.
Because I was a nerd?
I think it was just like the way you were like, am I dreaming? They were like, he's not the king we were looking for the underworld.
But why?
I think because there's something about
Have you seen The Sword and the Stone?
the Soar and the Stone.
Sword with Arthur, and he was a little boy.
And he pulled well, I'm just saying in this world, they were looking for someone a bit tougher.
Maybe you should have gotten that exposition out. I mean, I was naked.
Yeah, so they should have seen
Did they see how
that
big
you
my
were
wiener
just a
was?
little boy.
Even as a little boy, they saw my big
You
wiener.
moved into the house that The Rock used to live in, so they thought they were getting The Rock. That was the exposition I forgot to say.
All right, let's do that differently.
No, I want to go now.
Okay.
I'm sleeping.
Okay.
There she is. Sleeping wonderfully. We have to wait until she moves her head away from the pillow so we could see if a tooth is under there. What do you mean if a tooth is under there? Listen, I can't be the tooth fairy for much longer. I want to retire and move the bulk of Raton. Isn't it, Raton? Shut up. Yeah. Wait a minute, she's not even wearing any clothes. Oh, that's gross. Look at her titties. Look at her flopping tits. All right, don't play with her titties. Let's just get that tooth.
I'm awake now. Excuse me. What the hell's happening? Excuse me.
We're just here to get your tooth.
So what's up with the tit stuff?
What tit stuff? We're just here for your tooth.
I heard you saying tit stuff.
I thought you were the Rock.
Wow!
If you could have your druthers and eat it too,
Yeah.
what would it taste like and why?
Peanut butter, chocolate, melted on the inside. Lava cake. Microwave for 22 seconds.
So basically, like a cake in a Reese's microwaved. Will you please tell me who you used to masturbate to when you were a young girl?
I don't really want to say because it wasn't a human.
What was it?
There was a really sexy. I don't want to say. I'll tell you after.
Just tell me.
It's an inanimate. It's actually an inanimate object.
A couch?
It was in a movie. It was an animated movie that had an inanimate object that I was really into. It wasn't a couch.
Was it the movie that had the lamp that talked?
No.
What was it? We'll bleep it. We really will.
Okay, you bleep it then. Okay.
We'll really bleep it. Yes.
Okay. It was in a movie. Bleep this part too. The movie was called.
We'll just say what the movie was called.
No, don't say that because people will be able
No,
to
I'm
find
saying
what
we're going to
talking
bleep
about.
what the movie's
all
called.
Of it. Yeah.
It's a movie. People can know that.
No, I don't want them to know because then they'll watch the movie and they'll know exactly what I was
We
attracted
won't
to.
tell them what movie it is. I'm saying you can't say bleep all of this. This is too much bleeping.
Oh, okay.
We'll bleep the movie. The movie name is.
Okay, the movie name is.
Have we talked about this?
I don't know.
I used to love that movie.
Do you remember that there was a very sexy? So gets trapped by a that has huge. It's the sexiest I've ever seen.
You didn't really do that.
Yes, I did.
You were attracted not only to a, but it was a woman. Your first masturbation.
Yeah.
Are you bisexual?
I don't know. Maybe, probably.
How much of that are we bleeping?
All of it.
We'll send it to you.
You could bleep any like word in between that's
any
like,
of the stuff that gives too much.
you bleep all of the nouns.
We'll bleep it.
And all of the adjectives.
Bleep, but we could keep bisexual.
You could keep you could keep.
Nobody is gonna know that bleeped.
Yes, they will.
I loved that movie.
Well, you should give it a rewatch because I bet there's a latent sexual awakening waiting for you in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. And you used to masturbate to that often?
I don't know if it was often. I don't think I had recording technology.
Did you lay on your stomach with your hand down there and to press, or did you have some better ways of doing it?
I had couch. I've made this perfectly clear to you.
Right, so you did lay on couch.
I didn't lay on couch. I sat on couch.
Like this? Now, question, did you have to do it when nobody was home?
No, everyone needed to be home. I needed a house party. I needed 40 people in the house minimum.
Do you remember how you discovered doing the deed?
No. Do you?
Yeah.
Do you want to share?
I've talked about it on here before.
Well, then don't say it again.
I'll tell you this. I didn't even know it was sexual when I discovered it.
What do you think it was?
I just noticed when I put my penis under
I don't think anyone does in the beginning.
when I put my penis under the faucet, or not in the shower, the bottom part. I feel like I said this to you.
I don't think so.
I feel like I used to talk to you about how I learned about masturbating.
No, I wouldn't have allowed it.
Then I'll stop now.
Good. Don't come out. Don't start now. Don't start caring about me now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Dua Lipa.
Do you want more coffee? There's more of that, or did you finish the can?
I think I had a slurp left, but I've moved on to this now.
Is the mic's hard?
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty gravy.
Are you excited for your for this show that you're doing now to see? Because full disclosure, we recorded this a little bit before the show came out. I think it's coming out this week.
No, it's coming out next month.
But I'm saying by the time this comes out.
Oh, yes.
What's going to happen, do you think, with it? Do you think the reviews are going to be like, this Lisa Gilroy came out of nowhere, but everybody knows?
I don't think anyone will notice I'm in it, to be honest.
Are you not in it that much?
I don't think so.
I saw you weren't in much of the trailer, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Apparently, there's going to be more trailers being rolled out.
Apparently, I've never been on live television before.
If I didn't know you in real life, but I knew your work from the Talib Kweli show that's coming out.
Yeah.
And I were to see you at a bar, and you were drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade, and you were there by yourself with headphones on,
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. This is a lot.
listening to probably a podcast, probably listen to Smartless or something.
I'm actually listening to Rick Glassman's Take Your Shoes Off podcast. Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop. I'm just staring.
What do you think it would? So if I saw you listen on headphones, and I didn't know that you were listening to it, but you were listening to that.
Is it your podcast?
My podcast.
Okay.
However, somebody sent it to you and told you to listen to it.
So I don't know who you are.
You don't know who I am.
Okay.
You're listening to it.
Yeah.
You're thinking this podcast, it really has a good tone.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I don't know you're listening to it. You don't know that I'm the person you're listening to. And we lock eyes because we're the only two people in the bar drinking a Mike's Hard.
And you have your headphones on too, and you're listening to your podcast as well.
I'm listening to the same podcast because I'm just going over it, listening to see if there's anything we could have done different next time.
Okay.
And we're at the same point.
Okay.
And I look over to you, and you are mouthing what's happening, and I'm mouthing what's happening.
Okay.
So like right now I'm mouthing, but it sounds like I'm talking, but I'm really just mouthing
Yeah,
along
and
with what the
I'm
guy's
mouthing
saying.
what the girl's saying.
Right. And then it becomes in this world where like we're living in the past,
Yeah.
and then we're like, that's Mike's.
And then we look at the camera and we're like, that's Mike's. That's Mike's.
Do you want to try to get a Mike's Hard Lemonade sponsorship with me so we could do a campaign with them starting now?
But this is a trick because it's like, what's the campaign going to be for me? It's not. It's just for you.
What are you talking about?
Like, what do you mean us get a Mike's Hard Lemonade?
Like they hire
campaign?
us to do Mike Hard Lemonade commercials together. We're
Oh.
we're like an act. Like we got to hire Lisa and Rick. And notice I said Lisa first
Thank you.
because I think we really need to end with the strongest.
I will say something about Mike's Hard Lemonade, which I'm not being paid to say, but a friend of mine did have a sponsorship with them, and they gave her this like house to use for the weekend in Beverly Hills. It was so nice.
I'd rather money.
It was filled with Mike's Hard Lemonade, and we all got to go there and spend the weekend. And it was like a 90s themed house. So like the computers from the 90s, everything was from the 90s.
Like an Apple II GS?
I don't know what those letters and that is. Like a banana 488658?
You're such a girl. I'm sorry. You're such a woman. How come girls don't like being called girls, but guys don't? Because I guess guy and girl are not synonymous. Girl and boy are. What's the guy? So like girl, boy,
Gal.
woman, man. In between,
Guy,
there's,
gal.
There's guy, gal. Gal
Gadot.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. The Jewish girl. Are you okay with that?
What?
Do you not like to talk about that kind of stuff, right?
Jewish girls?
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
Remember when she's like, we're from the invisible island of Themyscira.
I liked that movie.
Me too.
I thought Chris Pine was really funny in it.
Yeah, me too.
I think Chris Pine is a secret movie star. Obviously, he's a movie star, and everybody knows he is. But I'm saying he's not like Tom Cruise level stuff, and he won't be. No one will be, maybe for a little bit. But Chris Pine, I think, is like really special. What do you think of that?
I agree. And I think he has better eyebrows than most people in the world.
I think he could do action and comedy both equally believably. You know who else does?
Who?
You're gonna bust my balls. Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. I'm trying to watch more. I'm trying to take in more content. You know what I'm doing? I'm watching movies that people, you know how people are like, you got to watch this movie. It's so good, but you're never in the mood to watch it.
You do it anyway.
No, so now I'm doing this thing where like when I'm doing other things like blow drying my hair or getting ready or something, I play the movie that I didn't want to be seated for.
Like what? Casablanca?
Yeah. Ew,
Of all the gin joints in the world,
you just
pick
fucking
this
always
one,
run into
man.
me, man.
Yeah. It's just, you know,
It's so romantic.
yeah.
Here's looking at you, kids.
Have you ever seen Casablanca?
No,
Have you not?
I don't want to.
Me neither.
Okay.
I don't want to.
And it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
See, here's the thing.
Wait a minute. You haven't seen all the Marx Brothers movies?
You mean the Marx Brothers?
Yeah.
No. Wait.
cares?
Okay, but here's the thing. So I'm not trying to go back in time.
Have you seen Kill Bill?
Yes, I've seen Kill Bill.
Volume 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to go
Wiggle
back into
your big toe. That's volume 1.
I've only seen one once, and it was I was at a Halloween party when it was on, and it was like that was one of the first times I ever drank, and I got drunk.
Were you a child?
I was in college.
Wait, so you're at a party and this
It wasn't my party.
So if this feels like somebody set you up with a movie downstairs.
My brother had a college party and they were watching it. And I went over there.
Is that a party?
It was a Halloween party.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if everyone's seated and watching
But
a movie,
it's
is
like
it a party?
3 a.m. and now people are back and they threw on the movie.
Oh, okay.
The
That's
same
cool.
way you watch Casablanca while doing your hair.
Okay.
So I don't really remember it. I just remember she was wearing a suit, a leather yellow suit, like Britney Spears and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, right. Britney Spears in Eddie Murphy, the movie. Okay, but what I'm saying is, I don't want to go back in time, okay? I want to stay young at heart forever. So hear me out. I don't want to be a woman who's like, I love Casablanca. Because I don't want people to go, what's your favorite movie? And I say a movie from 1950s, and they're like, certainly this woman's 62. I want, ask me what's my favorite movie.
What's your favorite movie?
Paw Patrol.
What's your favorite TV show?
Wizards of Waverly Place. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I'm not going back, baby. Don't look back. We're not going that way.
Yeah.
Focus all of your attention on Paw Patrol. Focus all of your attention on Wizards of Waverly Place. And then you will remain that way.
Interesting.
You will become Bluey.
You know, they say that people dress the way for the rest of their lives the way they did
For the job that you want, not for the job that you have. Watch the shows that you think to be for young about and not the movies that you think to be for old about.
So it's kind of like your telomeres kind of shrink when you start watching older stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I'm staying present. I'm staying modern. I'm so Miley Cyrus. I'm so Sabrina Carpenter. I
like Sabrina Carpenter.
Me too. She's an adorable little wonderful girl.
You should get her to do one of your dinosaur shows.
She's funny too.
Or did you see her on Chicken Shop Date?
Yeah, I love Chicken Shop Date.
Yeah.
Me.
Amelia?
Yeah.
You like her?
Love her.
Have you ever, to her?
I don't have a couch anymore.
If we were to get you a couch
To go wild on?
to go wild on.
Okay.
And
I like the sound of this.
and
Gulp, 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 gulp.
we did a podcast with the three of us.
Me and you and Amelia?
Yeah. And
You think you could get her on here?
I could ask.
Whoa, that would be...
If I did,
Do you
would
think
you
you could?
masturbate to her on the couch?
I'm not going to answer that live on air. Bleep
Fine.
this? Yes.
You would?
Bleep this? Yes.
Okay. Send her this message. Say, hi Amelia, I'm going to masturbate to you on the couch.
No.
All right. Well, I'm not going to do that because I don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right, you.
You know what? At
You're
one
sick.
point, there was a lot of unicorns until there was only one. And you are that last unicorn. Do you think I could balance this on my head for 5 days?
Yeah, do it right now. If you spill liquor on that dog, I'm going to be really upset. But I would be delighted if you spilled it on yourself.
Isn't that the director of your show?
Yeah, wow, impeccable balance, actually.
Yeah, I went to, that school that Sandra
Of
Bullock,
rock.
that Sandra Bullock went to, where she put a book on her head to show that she was a woman.
Miss Congeniality School of Police. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was background in that movie.
No, you weren't.
Huh?
Hey, I saw you in Nobody Wants This.
Yeah, somebody messaged. I told you, somebody messaged saying that it should have been you and me, and I thought like we're their stand-ins.
If they wanted to make that show for $50,000, it could have been me and you. But I guess they had a budget.
Yeah.
Well, they went for the big wigs. They always go for the big wigs.
Do you want to make that show with me, self-produce it, and say like, hey, they stole our show, almost shot for shot. Look at what we made, and we could pretend we made it a couple years ago.
But how will we pretend we made it a couple years ago? We'll have to put a poster in the background that says like
2001.
Obama is president.
Yeah, well, that's okay. So a lot longer
And then we'll be
ago.
like, see?
Yes.
See? Mm-hmm. But do you think there's more of a surefire way to make it seem like we made it a long time ago?
Yeah, maybe Trump is president.
No, but I'm just saying a poster of a president isn't really going to do it because technically they'll know.
In every scene. Oh, right.
I'm saying like an undebatable way to say that.
We could get a newspaper that's, we could open up like a thing in the newspaper, and it has the date on there, and we get it tight on the date, and we make a story about the date. Like, oh no, we need that date, and we could see it's 2017 or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Do you think someone has a paper from back
We would
then?
have to make it. You said we had $50,000.
Yeah, but I was hoping that would like pay us and pay the camera guy. But if you want to spend $50,000 on the newspaper,
No, I'm just saying it would be part of that budget. I bet you we could do that for $80. Get a whole bunch of newspapers printed properly.
oh, you want a whole stack of them?
Well, just in case we lift one up and then people saw, oh no, look at that other one says 2024.
Yeah, right. As if we'd be so dumb to have a stack of 2024 newspapers with just one.
We really only need 2, I guess. We could have a stack of regular newspapers.
And then one on the top and one on the bottom. So then in the scene,
the
somebody
top
flips
two.
the stack of newspaper over and it's still correct.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. I finished mine.
I'm really not much of a drinker.
Well, you're a hell of a stinker. And not much of a thinker.
Has somebody ever insulted you like that, but it's like it's so good that like you can't be mad at it?
No. No one's ever insulted me.
Has anybody ever talked about your body in a way that was like not nice, like calling you Zoftic?
Like literally like, hey, Mrs. Big Tits, get off the sidewalk. All the fucking time.
Huh.
Try being a woman in Hollywood for 1 second on a pedestrian crosswalk. That's all I hear. Honk. Get out of here, big tits.
Was that them pushing
Hit the
on your
fucking
tits?
road, big tits.
I have to go pee. Will you?
I have to pee too. You
All
go.
right,
You
1,
go upstairs.
2, 3. Pee.
Pee. You go. You go upstairs. Beacha.
Do you need some more Mike's Hard?
Calm down.
Are you in frame? What do you guys think about these new camera angles? It's not just about the angle, it's also about the quality. I did some new stuff. Are you doing any of those improv shows in LA? Yeah. Could you bring the microphone to you at least?
I pissed lemonade. Milk, lemonade, round the corner. Fudge is made. I pissed lemonade. You know when you drink so much coffee and your pee smells like coffee? I had the opposite experience. I pissed toilet bowl cleaner into your toilet.
Thank
you.
you.
It was so lemony fresh, and it bleached the bowl.
Thank you.
You know how all your toilets have that ring of poo around the outside?
No,
I just peed.
no
I just,
way.
I just
No
peed
way.
it all off.
Oh, my little boy.
I just peed it all off.
When I wake up next to this doggy and the way he's looking at me, I feel so grateful.
Aw. You're like a Thanksgiving turkey. So grateful.
Do you want to come to my family's house for Thanksgiving? Because you don't celebrate Thanksgiving because you're Canadian?
I'm going away.
To Cleveland?
Oh, no. I'm going to a secret location.
How about this? In 10 years, if neither of us
have had
kids,
a Thanksgiving turkey.
you come to my parents for Thanksgiving.
Aw. But what if I have children? I'm no longer invited?
We could.
But we'll boil them alive.
No.
They'll be served for dinner.
Do you think you'll have kids in the next 10 years?
Hopefully.
How many kids?
2.
Don't you want 2?
Yeah. Don't you want
girls?
2? And don't you want 2 boys because you had 2 boys?
No,
I think people want what they had. And I was 2 girls, so I want 2 girls.
I was 2 boys. I really want a girl.
Because you got beat. You got your ass beat. Right? So if you have a boy and a girl, hopefully there won't be as much ass whooping.
Years ago, when I decided I want to get a dog, years before I got a dog, I realized that I'll have any kind of dog, but I really wanted a girl dog.
Aw.
Because I saw the way girl dogs treat guys. They sometimes they have little crushes on the guys, and then guy dogs want to suck and fuck girls like human women.
Are you out of your mind? I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Listen,
what? What are you literally saying? You're saying that when a man
it's November, so call it a gourd. Thank you.
Okay, are you out of your gourd? So you're saying when a man owns a girl dog, the girl dog wants to fuck the man, and when a woman owns a boy dog, the boy dog wants to fuck the girl.
That one is true. That's where you get the saying "you're such a dog," because it's just guys being a dog wanting to fuck a woman.
Girls are dogs. Some dogs are girls.
Yeah, but they're ladies. That's why I like Lady and the Tramp.
That's why the lady is a tramp.
So when I decided I wanted a girl dog, I'm like, oh, little girl. I want to take care of. There's so many women out there that grew up not having in their formative years, not having a healthy understanding of what a man is, and I want to do my small part in helping set a good example for what healthy masculinity is and what healthy strength is. And how would you define a man?
How would I define a man?
And you don't have to go into the woo-woo stuff. You know what I'm asking.
I guess penis.
Well,
You said don't go woo-woo. So
okay, but I'm saying like, let's say you're dating guys and you're dating these guys and like it's just whatever reason like this they're not. You need to find a new type of guy and
like someone who's not is a boy and not a man. Is that what you're asking?
To defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? Yes, the sons I'll ever say, but you're both before it's through. One day I'll make a man out of you. No, I want you to know out of you.
Dun, 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 dun. Tranquil as the forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. Yeah, the storm's for the rage of war, and at home you're through. Mister, I'll make a man out of you.
So what does that mean? Make a man out of you.
I'm never gonna catch my breath. Boy, am I a fool in school for cutting Jim. This guy's got me scared to death. Who doesn't see right through me? Boy, I really wish that I knew how to swim.
Dun, dun,
Be
dun.
a man. You must be swift as the coursing river.
I don't know how I'll find it now, but I found this metal band who sings that song.
I don't want to hear that.
It's beautiful.
I doubt it. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Will your dog howl if I howl? Ooh!
What's that song called?
Not going to tell you.
Man out of you.
Ooh! How come Melvin no howl? I don't like metal.
Okay, it's not, but it's metal. It's like when Aerosmith sings "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing." It's like, oh, they're a rock kind of band, but like, look at how they did this. It's like that.
You ever had a gerbil?
Mm-hmm. Hamsters.
You did?
Yeah.
What were their names?
Harold and Hampton.
Oh, cute.
What about yours?
I had Newton and Figaro.
Like I of?
Yeah.
And in Figaro, as in like opera?
Yeah.
Huh.
And we had to feed them blood.
Why?
They eat blood. Blood worms. Keep them in the freezer, and then you had to microwave them so they're all soggy blood.
You kept hamsters in the freezer and then you microwaved them?
No, we kept blood worms in the freezer, and then we microwaved them. That's pretty disgusting.
Did you ever let...
But they were cute little
Did you ever go
guys.
like this and open your mouth and let them explore in your mouth?
No, but I do that with my cat. My cat's allowed to go in my mouth whenever he wants.
You let your cat come in your mouth? Is that what you just said?
Do you let your dog come in your mouth?
I have.
Right.
Just his head.
Yoink.
Are you excited to have kids? And when you give birth, are you gonna like take it easy? And then at one point you're gonna be like, get the fuck away from me! Do that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Just because you're in so much
And I'm
pain?
gonna be like, give me your hand. Squeeze the bones in your head. And I'll go like this. You did this to me.
yeah. What's that from?
I don't know.
It's from something.
Have you ever tried squeezing a pork pot pie out of your nostril?
right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pretend that I'm Jimmy Fallon
Okay.
and you're my guest, and I'm going to cue you up to tell your late night story, like you're promoting something. Because you know, like, as soon as they sit down, he asks like the most leading question you've ever heard in your life.
Sure.
Or any of them do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a seat. Hey, Rick, thanks for joining us.
This feels surreal being here.
Yeah. So you recently had a birthday, I guess. Happy birthday. And
Thank you.
let me get
Yes.
this straight. You had a kind of a unique birthday party?
Well, you know how like traditionally you go to a restaurant and they sing happy birthday to you and everyone comes and sings and then you have to blow the candle out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I get really embarrassed. Does anybody else get embarrassed when they sing happy birthday to you?
Yeah, lots of people clapping, yeah.
So I asked them not to.
Okay.
And they kept doing it anyway. And for whatever reason, I really didn't want them to. So I took the cake and I threw it on the ground.
No, I guess there's a picture of this. I'm going to show it right
Oh,
here.
no.
Just a close up of it on this camera right here.
No.
Now, so what's this? This is you, and there's the cake on the floor there?
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Now look in the back. Do you see that? That's the owner.
Oh, there he is there in the background. That is the owner of the restaurant.
yeah,
oh,
Ray
he
is-
looks mad. Like, can we
Yeah.
get a close up on that? That is too much.
So, wait. What do you mean you have a surprise? Who's here?
I didn't say we had a surprise. Are you okay?
Oh, I thought you were going to surprise me that the owner of Rayo's is actually here to confront me.
No.
Okay. So anyway, I have this new show by Talib Kweli.
And
It's
that's
about-
all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us, Rick. And ladies and gentlemen, her. It was Saturday Night Live the whole time. See? This is what I want to do if I ever make it on a talk show. Okay, you be the host and set me up for my story, okay?
Sure. Lisa Gilroy.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm Seth Meyers.
Oh,
and I
hello.
want to let you know I know who you are, but I don't know if the audience does. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you have a unique birthday party recently?
No?
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do
I know.
all the prep for the interview. I'm going to say, like, I have a really funny story to tell about my birthday. And then when they ask, I'm going to act like, the fuck's wrong with you?
Lisa, could I tell you a story about something?
Sure.
Do you know the show? I feel like have you ever done Nochos con Plantanito?
No.
Do you know what that is?
No, I've never heard of it.
So it's a talk show that's in Spanish. Throw up a thumbnail. And I've done it a couple of times. And they call for a pre-interview. And the host is a clown. His name is Nochos.
Okay, fun.
No, his name is Plantanito. Nochos means night. I lost you already, huh?
More mics, please.
I did. Do you want a little more?
Yeah. That's enough.
So
So you did the talk show.
I did a pre-interview, and the pre-interview was I did it with my friend Brent, and they called us for the pre-interview, and this was our first time doing this stuff, and Brent was on the phone too, so I didn't know. I was just trying to make Brent laugh, and as they were asking me questions, I just made stuff up. I made stuff up where I talked about blah 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 blah. I said, well, I recently just this like an interesting fact. I had sex with 100 women before I graduated high school. And they asked me questions, and I gave detailed answers, and blah 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 blah. Cut to it.
I was 12 when I lost my virginity. To a substitute teacher. She wasn't my teacher. She was a substitute teacher.
¿Una maestra qué?
She was 17. It was legal. Don't need to get into this. Point is, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm starting so early. I want to see if I could get to 10 before I could drive. And before I was 16, I had 55 girls, for real. I know this is embarrassing. I'm making myself look so bad. And it was a competition with myself, and there's no disrespect to anybody. And a lot of them, actually, an amazing pickup line that I would use is, I'm trying to get to whatever the number is. Would you help me be and then I would pretend that they were the last one. And then I ended up so many girls. Anyway, my second goal was I wanted to get to 100 before I graduated. And I was at 99, and the night before graduation, I, Sarah Totenbaum. I Sarah Totenbaum, and it was the 100th girl, and I told her, you'll be my 100th. She said, I bet you use that all. What's funny is she said, I bet you use that all the time, and I did use that all the time, but this was literally my 100th. And then I was 17, I my 100th girl on June 7th, 2002, right before graduation. I 100 girls.
And it was
Random and stuff. But I usually will only sleep with someone and go down on them and have them go down on me if I kind of like them and get to know them. And if they play the music for a second. Also, if I were to ever play the music right now, if I were to ever go inside of that's only because if I fall in love. ¿Qué pasó, Brent?
Who makes love like that? That's violence. Music!
So much fun. And I think, why not do stuff like that?
Well, I feel like there's a difference between that. Well, I was going to say maybe there's a difference between doing that. Like they wouldn't let you do that on like a network late night show.
You can do whatever you want. That's the thing. That's the thing that people don't realize.
That you can do whatever you want.
You show up authentically without stepping on anybody else's toes, and that's how you live an honest life.
But I think without stepping on anyone else's toes means not making a mockery of the host of the show, which you would be doing by making up a... I want to be the host of the show for a second. So Rick, you slept with 100 girls before you graduated high school. That's pretty crazy. We're going to play a little game here. We have the Wheel of Impressions. And when it stops spinning, you have to name all the girls in 15 seconds. Go.
I don't want to, it's nobody's business. I was young. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Now it feels like you're the Joker and I'm Robert De Niro and we're on my show and you're ruining it and you're going to shoot me.
What about when Seth Meyers, didn't you go on Seth Meyers when he asked about a birthday party and you said no to him?
Yeah, but that was funny.
It was.
But afterwards, he grabbed me by the collar and he slammed me up against the wall and he said, "Don't you ever fucking embarrass me on my show like that
Seth
again."
Meyers physically assaulted you like that?
Yeah. Didn't you hear the whole police report? It made it to the news. The anchor read my police report out on the news. She said, "This just in from the news."
Well, I'll just cut to it.
Police station.
I'll cut to it.
Live tonight, more stories from the south side of Los Angeles. We have a news report factory coming in at the moment of a woman beloved in the comedy community claiming she was assaulted by Seth Meyers. Now, hey baby. Alvin, I have a treat for you, buddy. Come here, Bubba.
Ask for his paw.
Can I have your party with sweet you, baby?
Shake a paw. Give me a paw. Give me a little chicken wing. Chicken wing. Give me a paw. Good baby. Thank you.
Oh, that's so yummy. Thank you.
If you were wondering why this is here, it's because I really want to get Shaquille O'Neal on a podcast.
And you think that having that there is going to do that?
Yes.
I think that's a good way to manifest. Can you do another treat? I mean, another trick?
Yeah. Alvin, come here for a sec.
Why?
Come here. Watch this. Come here. Alvin.
But I have the treats.
Alvin, come. Now watch this. Alvin, talk. When does Lisa's show come out?
November 19th on Chinatown on Hulu.
That's right.
Aww.
Go ahead.
Come here, Alvin. Come get a treat. Alvin, want treaty?
Alvin, come here. Sit. Good boy. Paw.
This man's like, here, do you want
Good
a treat?
boy.
You can give the treats. And then he starts
He
doing
could dance too if you tell him to dance.
Dance, Alvin.
Alvin, dance. Dance.
Dance, magic dance.
So this is what this makes sense. Like this, where people are
people are like, this fucking
This
sucks.
is to it, but I don't do that much. I don't think. Maybe I do. I just love this dog so much.
Come here, Bobby. Come here. Want treats? Good bubbies. Thank you, baby.
I'm a parrot, and I only say,
Thank you, baby.
Why?
Thank you, baby.
Oh, you loved birds when you were younger.
I still love birds so much.
What do you think about Gilbert Godfrey? Are you doing Affleck?
I guess so. I kind of was.
He was
doing-
Iago.
Yeah.
Wasn't he also another thing? He was a duck too for a little bit.
Godfrey. He was Iago, yeah. But what does he say? What's like an Iago quote?
I don't know. Do you want to watch Aladdin with me someday?
Sure.
Do you watch it often? I haven't in a while.
I haven't in a long time. Raja.
The tiger.
Yeah.
Raja had sexy eyes. I remember that. Almond eyes.
Yeah, she did actually.
Yeah. They would always draw women, pretty women in Disney stuff with almond eyes and ugly women with more circular eyes.
That's not true.
Yep.
I would say Little Mermaid has pretty round eyes.
Little Mermaid's ugly. It's a fucking fish. Not the black one. The black one's pretty. Saved it. I thought Little Mermaid. I never had a crush on Little Mermaid. I had a crush on Jasmine and Belle.
Do you know the song Whale of a Tale? Oh.
Did I hear it?
Well, a whale of a tale to tell you lies, a whale of a tale or two about the flopping fish and the girls I've loved on nights like this with the moon above. A whale of a tale and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo. It's about a sailor who falls in love with different kinds of mermaids and stuff.
If you could be a mermaid, what kind of mermaid would you be?
Skanky one with sweat, sloppy hair made of dirt and leaves, and the ass of a whale and the top of a crab.
Okay. You've thought about this before.
What would you be?
I would be a two-tailed mermaid. I'd have big tits, and I'd be so fucking horny.
Where would your tits be?
Here?
Oh, in tit place?
Regular tits. Like have you seen the ugly original Starbucks logo?
Yeah.
But not as ugly.
Oh, that's the tails you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would want to hold my tails up like this while crabs pounded the fuck out of me.
Crabs?
Yeah. I want to get fucked by crabs.
I don't think a crab could pound.
Wasn't there a crab who taught Little Mermaid about the importance of kissing and stuff? Kissing a girl?
That was the song that all of the sea creatures sang to Prince Eric, which they changed in the later movie to make it more consensual.
Oh, that's
which is
good.
Yeah,
that is good. I do think it's important that we let girls know that, like...
It's 156. He was a cheeky little guy. Mm-hmm. Funny, right?
Yeah. Has that always been your wallpaper since you were a little girl?
Yeah, in my bedroom it was.
So Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
You had a crush on him?
Of course.
Yeah?
The youngest of the Home Improvement boys.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, Brad, and
I don't know.
Zach.
Do you know any girls that actually love that show but had a crush on Tim?
I don't think so.
Do you think Tim ever was upset about that?
Did you see a Nora?
No.
Oh.
I've seen Norbit.
Norbit.
Have you seen Money Tower Heist?
No.
With Eddie Murphy and Matthew Broderick and Ben Stiller and
No.
Casey Affleck?
No.
Just because we were talking about Affleck.
Okay, let's go back and forth. Ask the other person if they've seen a movie, and if they haven't seen it, you get a point, and if they have, you lose.
Have you seen Win Win?
No. Have you seen Muriel's Wedding?
I think so. I don't remember what that is though. So
Well, then no.
Okay. Have you seen Back to School?
You mean Billy Madison?
No.
What do you mean?
Back to School. It's another movie.
No, I
Rodney
haven't.
Dangerfield.
I haven't. Have you seen A Christmas Story?
I think so.
What's with your answers? You're not yes or no.
I have to imagine I have.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
How much money do you need to have in the bank for you to feel confident that you never have to work again? Not that you don't ever want to work again.
Good question.
Thanks.
I think I'd like to have $1 billion, maybe.
James Bond?
Yeah. $1 billion.
Yeah. And why would you keep it in the bank? Why would you have that much money in the bank instead of investing into things?
So I could keep using it for restaurants.
Do you order delivery a lot?
Yeah.
DoorDash or Postmates? Uber Eats is Postmates.
Oh, okay. Uber Eats then, yeah.
You know what?
Chipotle.
I
get a lot of Chipotle.
I actually really like Chipotle. I don't
Me
eat
too.
it much.
I love to eat it. I like to get a big burrito, load it up, and then I can never quite finish it. So then I save the last like third of it for breakfast the next day.
What do you usually get?
Tiki, sour cream, guacamole, cheese.
I want to say that Postmates, which is also Uber Eats, has the worst customer service. They are trash.
Oh my, Ricky, careful.
And I am exclusively DoorDash.
Aren't you repped by them?
No. And I won't be. If they offered me money, I would say I'll only do it if you make this fix.
I thought your manager was the manager of DoorDash.
Oh, I'm saying DoorDash. DoorDash. I'm saying I'm not managed by Postmates or Uber Eats.
Oh, okay.
I did have a sponsorship with DoorDash once.
What happened? What did you complain about and how did they receive it?
Sometimes something comes wrong. Sometimes something doesn't even come. Now, listen, I've never been with something who hasn't came, but I've had things come that haven't been there. And when I message them, they say...
You had things come in this house that haven't ever been here?
It says it came, but it didn't. It lied to me.
Oh, okay.
It's like, listen,
and you don't like to be deceived.
if a woman or a food delivery service pretends something came when it didn't, they're actually not servicing themselves.
I'm just wondering how you would know if it actually didn't come.
Because I opened the bag and I'm missing these cookies. And they say, send me a picture. And I sent a picture and they're like, sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. This isn't eligible for a refund. And it's like, eligible for a refund?
Right.
I didn't get my cookies.
Right.
Or this has stuff all over it. Or this isn't the thing that I ordered.
Right.
I stopped using them.
Oh.
I stopped using them.
Yeah.
And I use them, honestly, at least once a day, a lot of times twice a day.
Oh, you're kidding.
So when I'm at home, one of the reasons I got a doggy was to give me a reason to leave the house more.
Right.
Especially working on my computer and editing and doing all this bullshit. I'm home a lot, and I would just, when I started working and making a little bit of money, I used the main lifestyle change was I'm not cooking anymore.
Cooking.
I heard it too. I'm becoming my mother.
She says cooking.
Unrelated. I was just thinking about something else.
Okay.
No.
You're growing tits.
Well,
So do you ever have like your dinner table cleared off and you have like a lovely candlelit dinner over there?
no. I always eat here. Sometimes. Less than 20 times.
I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to feel about it.
I know how I'm going to feel about it, and it is what it is. Go ahead.
Your table is giving grandpa's table. Like, I've never seen any grandpa that doesn't have a table exactly like that. I'll tell the listeners what's on it right now. Stack of newspaper, a bottle of pills, a bunch of pens. Like, it's a table, there's some magazines, a bowl of like old candies or something. Like, it looks like
Espressos.
a classic grandpa table.
Could I tell you something I'm feeling defensive about?
Oh.
One thing.
Okay.
The pill bottle. That's an anomaly. Somebody had a headache. I was going to get them Tylenol or Excedrin. I found that it's expired years ago, and I should have thrown it away. But normally I don't take pills much.
There's also a bathrobe draped over one of the chairs at the table, a plaid bathrobe.
That's a button-down corridor.
Okay,
Expensive.
even more grandpa-ish then.
Want me to put it on so you could see it?
I can imagine what it looked like.
Don't you want to see me in it?
Fashion show. Dun 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 dun.
Mortal Kombat.
Here comes the most beautiful girl in the world. She's running the runway. She walks the talk. She wears a beautiful thing on the runway. Plaid shirt, rainbow pants. Here she comes on the runway, walking it, talking it. Here she comes down the runway. Fans are screaming. People are dreaming. This is the most beautiful model, the most beautiful girl we've seen. Does the thing. We all scream. She's the queen. We all scream. Plaid shirt is totally a thing. You are doing it. You are doing it. You are doing everything. Girl, you are the one with the power. Girl, you are the one with the style. Girl, you are the one with the shirt that we can see from away from a mile. Girl, you've got the wrists of an angel. Girl, you've got the hair of a dog. Girl, you've got the glasses. Oops.
I wonder what Rick and Lisa are doing right now.
Yeah, it does look good.
Did you like that when I talked about how I got headphones for us that have our initials?
Yeah.
Do you like it too, Alvin?
I really like it when you do a customized thing for your guests, Dad.
I don't know if he was even in frame. I don't know if it's a Mike's Hard Lemonade or if it's the fact that like...
Or if it's the moonlight. Or it's the boogie. Or maybe it's the boogie. Blame it on the Mike's Hard. Blame it on my leotards. Blame it on the...
Or maybe it's the boogie.
Maybe it's the boogie.
Yeah, I
It's
like
the
it.
Mike's Hard.
Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. He's such a love bug too.
He's so sweet.
You know what else he does? Watch this. Alvin, come here, sweetie. Whenever you want to, you could just go like this and he'll chill. Hey, do you know how many times Lisa has been on the podcast before?
I think it's got to be your fourth time, but I didn't get a chance to see it every time, but I hope it's the fourth. Maybe then this can be the fifth.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Are you going to get a dog?
I can't. I have a cat. Cat. Let me explain this to you. Cow eats dog. Dog eats cat. Cat eats mouse. Mouse eats lizard. Lizard eats worm.
All right. He gets along with cats. And the cats, my parents' cats that are scared of dogs, they get along with him.
Should I get a tiny dog? I guess that would be the only solution. Like
my
a dog
cat-
that's smaller than my cat.
Yeah, my cats are taller than him. Ooh, or my parents' cats.
And you let them be together?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So the first time you brought them over, the cats were just like around. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, so they were around, but they were not coming close. And then eventually they started coming close, and they realized he wasn't a threat.
Now he's looking like he wants to get away from you.
He can. Alvin, you want to go? Alvin. Blame it on the boogie.
Sweet. All right. Well, I guess I should probably go.
Okay. This was nice.
It was nice. I'm like kind of fucked up. Like I feel so caffeinated and a little buzzed from having half a Mike's hard.
Did you drive here?
Yeah.
Or did you get Ubered?
You can have half a Mike's and drive.
You know, I actually took a class last night from the DMV, and
Last night?
yeah, where I saw stuff about like your blood levels, whatever, and it shows it's by male or female and weight. Those are the two things, and with your weight, you're only allowed to have one drink.
They don't love you like I love you.
You're actually like a drunk older woman, a rich one.
Okay, interview me as a drunk older rich woman, white.
Okay. Sure. So,
Oh, hello.
how old were you when you got your first divorce?
Oh, sweetheart, don't make me talk about it, but yeah, I was 41. Can you believe it? Still had legs for days, though. And what about you, little guy? Huh? Ever been married?
Mm-mm.
Oh, handsome little jelly bean like you. Oh, Richard. That's your name, isn't it?
Are you seeing anybody now?
I'm seeing a younger man. His name's Patrick. He's a starfish. From SpongeBob, you heard of it? You don't think this is real now?
I don't know. I don't think I know what to do with that.
I don't think I know what to do with it either.
Yeah, but I think it's really like it's definitely a talent of yours.
Pretending to be a drunk older woman.
But you just to do things like
You be a drunk older woman, and I'll be your daughter. Mom, can you take me? I was going to ask if you could take me to the mall, but you've clearly been drinking.
Sweetheart, I could take you to the mall.
No.
Or I could just get you an Uber Black.
Oh God,
I'm just relaxing. I took my somas.
Mom, I need someone to drive me to the mall. I'm meeting Brendan and Clark.
Brendan and Clark, what are you going to do with the two boys? How come you have all your friends be boys? How come you don't have any girlfriends? I
have
understand.
girlfriends,
Don't
it's
get me wrong.
Brendan and Clark are the guys I like to do rollerblade contests with. Oh my God, Mom.
Listen, I believe Brendan and Clark would appreciate you wanting to get every last drop. Honey, have you ever given?
No. I'm calling child services on you today.
You're almost 17.
I don't care. I actually want to see you behind bars.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go to the bars with you if you let me teach you how to take every last. Now,
It sucks.
I didn't mean to get that way. I
Yeah,
didn't mean
but
to
you're
get that
always
way.
getting that way.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
That's not true. That's not true, and I won't concede to that. It's a choice sometimes.
Eat that dog treat.
Alvin,
Would
be
you eat
cute.
that?
Good boy. I don't know. Well, I guess before you get out of here, do you have any interest in going on the show? Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity?
What is that?
It's like Are You Smarter Than a Sixth Grader? But instead of sixth graders, it's celebrities, and it's a new show.
Yeah, I'd go on that, but I don't think I'm smarter than anyone.
You're really humble.
Thanks.
How much money did you make per episode? I think I know the answer for your Talib Kweli show.
I told you. I'm not telling you again.
We'll bleep it.
We talked about it.
Yeah, I think I know then.
It was a little more than you were making.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. Remember?
Were you making more than? Were you really?
Bleep that.
Or bleeping my number? Yeah. Were you making more than that?
Wait, you made
Bleep it. Yeah.
dollars? Fucking loser. I gotta go.
Okay.
Thanks for having me, Rickles. Ticky, 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 ticky.
Do you want to plug your dinosaur shows?
Oh, yeah. When does this come out again?
A couple weeks.
November 20th. We're in Boston. On the 21st, we're in Brooklyn. And the 22nd, we're in Washington, D.C.
And where can people get tickets?
At
The link will be in the description.
paulshear.com/dinosaur. That's pretty good.
All right. Theme music.
Bye.
Stay there for a second. I can take a Polaroid.
Blabbity blue. Scoop D. Oh yeah. Skittle